Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
They are trying to intimidate the electorate. You've heard people now saying, oi, they think to me a message. Why? Fear. Now, if the youths, the women, and yourselves as journalists are being scared, intimidated to communicate freely, what will happen during elections? For example, today, if one of the UPND ministers is accused of corruption and he goes for an interview to DEC or ACC, you post, such and such a minister has been cited for corruption and is being called to Shanshan, they'll visit you. Why? You shouldn't publish that. When you're being suppressed, as a people, you must be very careful. What is the intention? And that's the problem. When I say, I know the mind of my friend, Narimwishina, he's power hungry. He's doing all this as a setup so that eventually no one will be able to talk to each other. You will just be hearing things happening. You can see here. Here, there are many of you. I was told by my protocol officer that according to her, she has listed about 32 of you here as media personnel. Where's the national broadcaster? I'm asking again, don't look at me, look at yourselves. Where is the national broadcaster? Why are they not here? My point. In a democracy, every politician must be given free access to the press. Not just the private, the public media as well. This was one of the major cries of Aka Indechilema in opposition. Why isn't he giving us that access? He knows. So when you ask me how all this is leading up to rigging, I'm telling you now, it's a system they have put in place. They've let it run and they're watching it roll out. But you must stop it. If you don't stop it by speaking out, if you don't stop it by going on the streets, if you don't stop it by telling them, if you win round one, when we flip this, we shall come after you. They won't get it. Me, I don't want to beat around the bush. I like agreeing. I like warning people before I do something. And I'm warning. I have warned people here and I've warned people before. Look, ministers of UPND, the members of parliament of UPND, and any politician properly so-called, you are not immune to prosecution. Let me tell you that. And superior orders are not a defense to a criminal act. No, they're not. So if you do something wrong, we shall come after you. The only person immune and protected is the president. So if the president is using you and you fall into that trap, we shall come after you. We shall leave him alone. He's immune. Akesa misambila mo uliana limwisho aka misambila mo kwa nifida fine pilato fyo mtuntu nena sambam aka mibutuka ulia. I am telling you, if you don't know him, I'm telling you now, he's going to ask you, did I tell you to do that? But he's the one telling you today. Let me remind senior lawyers within UPND, if they still want us to respect them as members of the bar, the Honorable Jack Mwimbu, State Council, Minister of Home Affairs, there are clips of you when you are in opposition, Mwimbo, fighting for the Zambians. When Bill 10 was in the process, you were saying, no, you're on the side of the people. Constitution cannot be amended without their consultation. Constitution cannot be amended without their engagement. You wanted the process to go back to the people. What has changed today by Jack Mwimbo? What has changed? Because Akalufu Makaikuta? Let's not be those kind of politicians, man. Be principled. If you want me to respect you, Jack Mwimbo, behave. That's the kind of warning I'm giving. Because I'm going to play that clip. I'm going to say, did you say this, Jack? Yes. So why did you flip here and go and vote for Bill 7? If he's not going to have an answer, he's going to jail. Because you can't be inflicting this kind of pain on the Zambians. Zambians are suffering. I'm not singling out the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs for any reason, but because he's a fellow lawyer. I expect principle. I have said the history of me and the Constitution will bear me testimony. Even at the point of me being expelled from PF, it was because I said the Constitution wane. No. You know my history. Don't pretend you know. Because you Zambians don't want to tell the truth. Stick to the truth. And the truth shall stay in the land. Chipingo. And we are Christians here. So when you stand on the truth, I don't have to no, because I said the truth. My position is the same. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. On the Constitution. So let's not beat around the bush. If Jack Mwimbo meant what he said when he was arguing for the Zambian people against Bill 10, and when they went to dance at Community House when they succeeded that Bill 10 had fallen, let him show that same commitment. If he's not happy, let him resign. I'll respect him. Out of principle. If he can't resign, then he's living for his tummy. I have no respect for such people. I'm sorry, but Jack. So this rigging process, Alfonso, is a process. See the interconnectivity in the laws, and you will see where this is leading. And you will understand that when a government in power realizes my elections they begin to change the rules. But here's an old phrase I read some time ago. You don't change horses in midstream. So you don't change the rules in midstream. No. We are running this 5-year course. We can't change now. The other thing also with this proposed Bill 7 amendment is we don't have the time. Apart from the resources, we don't have the time. What the UPND government has done, and this, sometimes, but my friend has got a system all the time. He'll throw 3 grenades here. So let me explain. There will be so many by-elections. Lumezi, Mfuwe, Tuawadi, Chan. That's not what he's interested in. He's looking at the bigger prize. He's 10 steps ahead. I don't look at this thing. Mpepeka fe win. Pani shona kwetyo uji. Win. Wa kupepeka win. The tension will 200 meters. Nkamupitira fe fa akadabona kudawo. Chirachine chipuna enda nacho akasaka fe ninjikala kwa nati nifika road finshule fwa. Na bola yapo. Mwewe na Zambia. Let us be serious. This is a serious matter, but I'm trying to be comical because sometimes abantu tawomfanga wa too serious. But muli comedy walonfu. Some of you have been interviewing me, and most of you have asked this question. You are part of the UPND alliance. Why did you leave? No, maybe you are frustrated. You can't see why I left. Lesanga alikupele chimonwa. Kuti wamona ti umuntu kotuleya kukabefya upuga. Kuti wamona at somewhere along the line this person will come and betray the Zambian people. You can see. When I tell you this guy is my friend, I know him. Nani mwishiwa. Mwishiwa ngole yangala nomno bitakwa okustadana. Takwa okuyishiwa. When I say he's my friend, people say, no, but he's not your friend. You insult him. No, I don't insult him. I call a spade a spade. And that's why I call him a liar. Mukamo ipushe. Nemi mwari poso tuma klipu inena rikwata. Utu wabu fi. Mukamo ipushe. You want me to be part of those lies? Let's be real. The problem with we Zambians most of the time is that we don't want to stand for the truth. Some of us are willing to be sacrificed for the truth. So that tomorrow, no, but KBF adilantire. So when you ask me, why did you leave? This is why I left. I could see. The moment Hakainde Hichilema called me to State House and told me, collapse, Zambia must prosper into UPND, I realized this chap is power hungry. Now you can see. You see, there's a difference between people who take over governments by coups, okay, and people who take over governments using the law. It is the same thing. They just use different processes. This guy is trying to use the law to create a dictatorship. And we are watching. Because tomorrow he's going to say, that's what the law says. You tell me if you can't see it. I'll educate you. This whole thing we're discussing here, under Bill 7, this proposed amendments of the Constitution, trust me, it's a well-calculated scheme. It is tied in with the cyber laws which he has introduced. It's not in isolation. Read the mind. Look, the laying down of all these fundamental laws is to make sure that you people have no say. When you try to say something, he will say you've broken this law. Oh, you are transmitting this to your friend. We shall enter your phone. Today they are trying to set up, using Zikta, instruments when they can bug your phone. So you as journalists, don't call me. Come here to my office. We shall talk face to face. I won't answer your phone. Because tomorrow they'll tell you seditious this, seditious that. How many people have been arrested and convicted on seditious? Hakainde Hichilema used to have press briefs at his community house every day. He called the former president, Edgar Chagalungu, all sorts of names. Was he ever arrested? He was allowed to speak. In the United States of America, that's the First Amendment. Free speech. You cannot take away the freedom of speech from a people and you expect them to participate in government affairs. So he has told you, I have shut you up. I'm going to superimpose my thinking and my laws on you, and you just have to accept. I'm going to take this to Parliament, and I'm going to use Parliament's numbers to pass this law. Mwana, you've got another thing coming. Let me tell you the plan now. This is the reverse plan from Zambia Must Prosper and the Tonse Alliance. We, as I've told the Attorney General here, have given him 14 days to remove this from the public domain and ensure that it doesn't visit Parliament. We have issued this warning and we have issued this timer. After 14 days, if the Attorney General does not respond favorably, we are going to take up legal action. Phase 1. We shall go to court. We shall put the Zambian courts on trial. Let the Zambian courts agree with the executive if they want and be against the people. If they make any funny rulings from there and accept and agree with government, phase 2, there shall be peaceful demonstrations. We shall picket the streets and we shall also picket Parliament so that we know they are not going to pass that law. If they overcome us there, phase 3, we are going to mobilize the Zambian people and ensure that we vote this government out of power. But this is what happens after phase 3. If all these avenues fail, after phase 3, we get power, we are going to ensure that anybody who was part of the voting in parliament, part of the lawmaking in courts, we shall follow you. I think we are warning each other in advance. We are trying to be peaceful and reasonable people here. But if all measures fail, I think there must be an end to this nonsense. Leave the Constitution. We are not saying you can't amend the Constitution. Legitimacy, precedence, follow the tradition, follow the custom. This has not been followed here. I have told the Attorney General that democracy is not and has never been a smooth and frictionless journey. For this reason, we invite you to adopt the sociological school of thought's thinking in accepting that law must be the engine of societal change by adopting and embarking on society's morals and accepting the values and ethics of that society. The only way that the law embraces societal values is by broad-based consultation of the people by those who are given power. This, the UPND government has not done with regard to these intended constitutional amendments. And because society is dynamic, the UPND government cannot argue that the Zambian people were already consulted by the previous government. Circumstances have changed. The population has changed. There is need for fresh consultation. Without that, the process is dead before it begins. Having studied Bill 7 rather, we have arrived at the inescapable view that the intended constitutional amendments lack merit and or justification. The amendments are meant to hide the UPND's real motives, which are more political than legal. This, in our view, could be a hidden avenue for election rigging. I'm accusing the UPND, I'm accusing Hakainde Hichilema and his government that this Bill 10, the cyber laws, and all the laws they've enacted so far are meant to rig elections. That's the only reason they're in a hurry. That's the only reason they are going to ignore all other economic factors. The Resident Doctors Association have said we are going to withdraw labor. We can't have doctors volunteering for 2 years, giving free services, curing people. They're not being paid. Fibombelo, they are tools. And this government wants to ignore the fact that this chap has been to school for 7 years. Some of them have even got master's degrees. You don't want to employ them, but you want to go and employ more politicians. What nonsense. You want to employ more politicians to do what?
Just to scream, yeah.
Are we being real? This is not even about me. It's about you, the Zambian people. We are for the youths, but not in this manner. Let's not be hoodwinked. The problem we have with Hakainde Hichilema is he thinks he knows it all. Amona kwa chadi changela sana. I keep reminding my friend, wo inena kuda kopa beo, tuli wa kopa laka. Ero kopa la tatusek. Frank talk does not break friendship. Kukwe vela pofie. If you are pubauleke, chapwa, efu tuwale chitakubwa ichi. Ngata uchitire ife tuwe kufuita. Tawakula angala na ifwe. And here, as the Zambians, we are saying tuwala kufuita. Mu 2026 tuwe kufuitwa iwe.
Yes.
Tatuwakula angala na iwe yo. Because ule angala kumwe uwesu. We are not against more women representation. We are not against more youths being represented in parliament. But this government does not have the money for this kind of expenditure. If you can't pay your doctors, if you can't subsidize your food, your meal for the poor Zambians, if you can't improve your infrastructure in terms of road network, if you can't improve and reduce your load shedding, why are you going to pass more money to politicians? Does that make sense? Take my hand, let's walk through the corridors of justice. Is this fair? There is no right-thinking Zambian who agrees with Hakainde Hichilema and his UPND government on this issue. None. It is just these praise singers with small degrees flying around and saying, we are also lawyers, we are also lawyers. Some of them I want to wonder, which universities did you go to? Did you really sit behind the desk? Did you understand the doctrines and principles of law as they were taught? And the meaning of those principles with regard to real society, in the real world, not in the theoretical world of impressing a leader. These are the kind of people who create dictators. Then tomorrow I say, but if in Shafi Mwin, upuba, patamano. So we are saying the economy does not support these proposed amendments. We can't go on, Zambians. This letter is in the hands of the Attorney General. I'll give him enough time. I don't want to discuss it publicly too much because I want to give him a benefit of doubt. He's a friend. I trust him. And I know that he's going to have a rethink. And I hope he's going to advise. He's the chief advisor to this government. He sits in cabinet. And I hope you'll see my sense. The point we are driving at is this. Once we allow this bad precedent to be set by the UPND, there will be no stopping them in whatever they will propose next. This Gazette notice, which introduced Bill 7, may also affect other areas of government in the future. Let me conclude by saying this. Let us not be part of this scam as Zambians. Let us reject Bill 7 before it even begins. Let us not enable the UPND in its quest to create a dictatorship. Let us not allow democracy to be slaughtered at the altar of political survival. The reason for Bill 7 is that Hakainde is fighting for his political survival. Suddenly he has realized 4 years now ipita. Pashala kamwaka. Awena Zambia na baboila. So no mana la iteshani. Woitekanya. You wasted your time sending people to jail. You wasted your time prosecuting politicians. Why Salo Shakunuma, there's nothing you've done. Eide aba ichewale imbat sontopo wabomba. Epo tuafika nomba. So ntawo itukumone. Walole shatawishi bya pakwikata. Watampa fi Bill 7 tuakana. Legal dictators do not use guns. They use the law. This is what Hakainde wants to do. And if we allow him to do this, there will be worse things to come for you as Zambians. As civilized society, let us stand on our core morals, our values, our ethics, and our tradition. We only amend the Zambian constitution when the Zambian people have been consulted, engaged, aired their views, and then those views are embraced in a document which goes before Parliament. That is our tradition. And if you don't want to respect that tradition, unfortunately, we shall not accept your Bill 7. Thank you. I hope this has been helpful.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.